Explain Well. Exclusive to The Drive with Robin Ross.
The question is, if you owe 28,960,774 rand, do you have to pay it back? Because that is the amount of money that the state attorney has been ordered by the Supreme Court to go and fetch from former President Jacob Zuma. Those are his legal fees over the years, and the rule was, he signed an affidavit in 2006 that said, if the state must pay for my legal bills, and if I'm found to be doing it for my own benefit, I will pay it back. And now that amount has run up, and in 2021, there was a court order saying that the state attorney must go and recover that money. That order runs out in May.
Okay, maar die order was ook 18 jaar terug geteken. So, is it still valid?
No, so this is the thing, yeah. The case has been running for 18 odd years. These are legal fees built up since the early 2000s.
2005, if I'm not wrong with this one.
And the order was given in 2021 that they've got 3 years to collect the money. The state attorney must take all reasonable measures to get that money back. And people have been shouting for ages now, going, why are you not doing your job? You've been ordered to by the courts. And they're going, well, this, that, etc. And now we're staring at the deadline in 4 months' time. That debt will prescribe, and we will not get our money back. So the question is, do you need to pay back 28,960,774 rand? Maybe not.
As ek die 74 rand terugbetaal, dan lyk dit asof ek 'n poging gemaak het om my skuld te betaal.
I tried, Your Honor. I've got $70 here.
Want, okay, is Jacob Zuma nie nou 'n pensionaris nie? Want
hy is diep in die 80s.
Ja, hulle kan mos sê nou jou skuldgeld kan hulle dit van jou salaris aftrek, maar as jy, if you don't make a salary and if you don't actually have income to pay the debt, then they can't get the money back.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if you're going to come along and ask me for 28 million rand, I'm also going to turn around and pull my pockets out at you and go, sorry, bro. It's tough out there.
I can pay 500 rand a month.
Yes. Can we do a little deal here?
Debit order.
So we're trying to work out, this whole story is in the news, right? We spoke to Dr. Llewellyn Kerr-Lewis, who's a lecturer in law from the University of Pretoria. And we were just talking about, explain to us what happens if someone comes along and says, you owe me a huge amount of money.
As niks op die persoon se naam is nie, sê nou maar dit is in maatskappye of trusts of ander entiteite en dis regmatiglik in daardie entiteite, dan is dit basies neusie verby, want jy kan nie bloed uit 'n klip tap nie. Dit is so eenvoudig soos wat dit kom. Daar is natuurlik die beginsel dat dit min of meer vir 30 jaar staan so vonnis, so daardie verskuldige bedrag kan elke jaar opgeroep word en 'n lasbrief kan weer uitgereik word om te gaan kyk of waar intussen tyd gelde is om op beslag te lê.
So we can keep asking. We can keep coming back year after year and going, have you got the money now? No.
For about 20 years, about 20, 30 years, and then how old is he going to be by then?
Doesn't really help, right?
Yeah, and we just spoke about his age, and if he's on pension, so it can be deducted from your salaries, he could be sequestrated, but look, there's a catch when it comes to debt, right? We also spoke to Lewis about this, something that the Constitution said about it. Are you ready for it?
Op hierdie stadium, kanse dat hy ooit tronkstraf gaan uitdien, is skraal. Sou hy self skuldig bevind word aan van die oortredinge waarvan hy verdink word, gaan hy appeleer teen daardie bevindinge en uiteindelik selfs al verloor hy al sy hofsaake, kan ek nie sien dat ons Suid-Afrikaanse regering 'n persoon diep in sy 80s of naby sy 90s miskien al op daardie stadium in 'n tronk gaan sit nie. Dit gaan nie gebeur nie, dit het ook nooit in die geskiedenis gebeur nie en dit gaan nie nou in Suid-Afrika gebeur nie.
Yeah, and one of the reasons was given was because you can't go to jail for debt.
Ek wil net vra, in wie se naam is Nkandla?
Nee, dis die ding, ek weet nie.
Want as jy 'n bate het, like if you've got a fixed asset, then surely they can take that from you or as parts of it, maybe the fire pool, maybe something else. They can take that and they can, pay themselves back off what you own.
I think you probably would have been smart enough to put it in a trust, and as the doctor said, that if it's in a trust, then you can't really touch it. So maybe it'll be like when one day he does pass away, then the question would be then, do his kids then inherit that debt as well?
So, but the main thing that Rob and I were speaking about earlier is that the Constitution says you cannot be jailed based on the fact that you owe this much money. And this is not just because you're Jacob Zuma. This is whether you owe 100 rand or 100 million.
But to your point, Roseanne McKenzie, can we go and get a little bit of the money? That was the job of the state attorney. That was the order of the court that said, you've got 3 years now. You must take all reasonable steps to go and recover those funds. And they haven't done so yet. So ek weet nie. Maybe we could chop off a bit of house or sell some art, or I don't know what's around that you can recover 30 million rands with. But the point is, they haven't done so.
Ja, en wat dit vir my op neerkom, is wat met daai amper 30 miljoen rand gedoen kan word in hierdie land.
Ja.
Dit is wat my so hartseer maak, dat, okay, you can just run up debt and you can just have a court case that keeps you keep being found in the wrong, and then now 28 million rand, almost 29 million rand later, you don't have to pay that back.
Ja.
Ek het 'n sommetjie gaan maak gegaan, nê, om te gaan kyk hoeveel dit is, en ek het gaan kyk hoeveel dit kos om 'n RDP huis te bou, nê. En soos wat ek nou gaan kyk het, met hierdie bedrag geld, kan jy 147 huise bou vir mense met daardie bedrag wat hy skuld.
Meantime,
147. Dis 'n groot behuisingsprobleem hier.
Yeah, 147 potential RDP houses if we recover that money. The state attorney has until May. In an election year. What does make it interesting is that the former president Zuma, has now come out for that new MK party, and they're fighting with the ANC. Is there going to be a little pressure on the state attorney to act a little bit faster because, politics? We're going to see. All of these things are possibilities, but getting 30 million rand back does not seem to be one of those.